Hi guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me. This is for the week of January 27th through February 2nd, and this is the first of my Valentine's Day spreads. This is our song from Scribble Co. That's a kit that I'm using, which I know is a little bit of a newer kit. I'm using a bunch of newer kits that I just purchased, but we got to use them. And then I decided to pull in this foil bundle, which is, it's beautiful. I was a little hesitant on the daisies because technically the florals in this are roses, but I was like, no, this foil like matches like almost perfectly, and I'm really glad that I chose this foil bundle because like looking at the spread, it's gorgeous, literally gorgeous. But I am starting my Valentine's Day spreads a little early because my actual Valentine's Day week, I was in West Virginia for a Rascal Flatts concert, so I'm not using a Valentine's Day kit for that one. So that is why this week is my Valentine's Day week, which I don't know if I'm going to go one more after the West Virginia one. I haven't decided yet, but for sure this is my one of two Valentine's Day spreads. We'll see if there's more after that, but for sure there's going to be two of them. And did anything crazy happen this week? This was the week of me trying to get my Facebook back. When I worked at the Marathon Expo. But that's kind of it. There's nothing like too crazy happened this week. So if you guys want my story of the of my Facebook, so I mentioned in my last Plan With Me that my Facebook got hacked, which it did. It got hacked on the Sunday before this spread, and I had mentioned that it took a whole total of 10 minutes for them to attach an Instagram account to my Facebook and completely disable it because the Facebook, the Instagram profile did not meet Facebook guidelines, and because of that, it completely shut down my entire Facebook. So I spent, also for anyone curious, this is a personal Facebook. I don't actually have a Facebook. It's just a personal one that I use for like family, friends, and work related things. But I spent the entire week trying to get it back. The night of the Sunday specifically, I was like, how do I fix this? Like, how do I get this back? And I had to Google, I went on to Reddit, I did everything I could try to find to figure it out. And the only way that I was able to try to figure out, because my account was completely disabled, was to unfortunately pay for Meta, which Meta is the company or whatever, IT support, whatever you want to call it, that controls Instagram and Facebook. I'm sure there's more, but for sure Instagram and Facebook. And I had to literally pay for Meta, which means that I had the little blue check mark on my personal Instagram. I had to pay for Meta on my personal Instagram in order to message them. You can't message them unless you pay for Meta, which is really, really annoying. Like literally, I did everything that the stupid help desk had mentioned for Facebook, and they were like, do this, change your password this, but I couldn't because my account was disabled. And then that's why I had to go to Reddit and try to figure out how to fix it. And the only way I could fix it was to pay for Meta so that I can actually talk to someone, like open a claim and talk to someone. You couldn't talk to someone before that. And I was so annoyed. I was like, I'm literally paying $15 right here just to get my Facebook back. But I've had that Facebook since Facebook's inception. Like I've had it for years, since I was in high school. It has things on there that I need. I need it for work related things. Like I was like, I'm not losing this Facebook. So I messaged them the day it happened, so the Sunday, and the next day they actually had approved my claim and had asked me like to give me an extra, or the night before they had asked me to give them like an email that was not connected to any type of Meta account, and I was like, okay, I have one. And then they were like, okay, we'll review your claim and go from there. So the next day, literally less than 24 hours, they messaged me back and was like, hi, can you double check your emails to see if you have a password reset? Tell me why my dumb self accidentally missed a letter in the email. And because of that, I didn't get the password reset email. And I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So because of that, I then had to be like, hi, I'm sorry, I put in the wrong email address. This is the correct one. And then it proceeded to take them a week to fix it. I mean, maybe a little less than a week, but it took them a good amount of days. And here's the thing. I got an email to check my password, or to check my email. Hold on. I got a message to check my email to see if I had gotten it. The second time they didn't even do that. I just got the email and I was like, say less, let's go. I didn't even wait for their message. I changed my password in my new email and closed the claim because I was like, I'm not dealing with you people anymore, because it took them 5 days to figure out how to get my Facebook back, and I was annoyed as all hell. But yeah, it was a whole process, and I still had Meta verified technically even after I canceled the subscription for a whole month afterwards. So all of my like friends and family, they were like, why do you have verified? And I was like, because I needed to get my Facebook back. But I got it back, thankfully. It was a whole entire process to get it back, but we did get it back, which was all I cared about. So yes, that was my story of Facebook. Let's actually get into the day by day now that I've just ranted about Facebook. So first thing for Monday, as always, it was my schoolwork that I had to do. So I had my written assignments and my paper due sticker from Once More with Love. And then this was case study number 3. So I used another paper and milk with a highlighter, and then I did also do the discussion responses as well, so I used a munchkin from Once More with Love for that, and then all the scripts are from my shop. And then I did upload on this day, which was really nice. I used one of the filming slates from Mandy Dreams, whose shop definitely no longer exists, and the upload script is from Scribble Prince Co. On the second half of Monday, I did Call My Mans, so I used a phone icon for that from Scribble Prince Co. We were probably figuring out what we wanted to do for our date, which I'm pretty positive that's exactly what we were doing. And then we did go on a date, so I used a paper and look little Maru with like a heart, which is really cute, and a date script from the foil bundle. And we went to Lucille's, which is like a barbecue joint, which I was trying to convince this man not to go because it's expensive as all hell, but he agreed and he was like, no, let's go. And I was like, okay. So I used a scribbler to mark that, and then I just marked that we just talked for hours. The Lucille's is right next to a mall, and we walked around a little bit, but it was a little too cold, so we just went back to my car and just like talked in my car, which was really nice. So I used a Paper Bits Co. little couple to mark that. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was my payday as always, so I used both an icon and a script from the foil bundle. And then I did have to get gas on this day because driving over to him does eat up a decent amount of my gas, unfortunately. Well, not decent, but he's like 30, it's like 35 without traffic on a good day. With traffic, it's a lot longer, but I did use a car icon from the foil bundle, and the get gas script is from Carly Plans. And then I did have to, unfortunately, accept a student loan for this day. So my schooling has been completely paid by Disney for my entire program all the way up to this part. And unfortunately, I had to accept a student loan because I was like, I'm not going to stop now. I'm almost done with my program. I had, at this point, I think 4 more classes left in my program. I still have 2. I'm almost done with the third one, but I have 2 more after the one I'm in right now, and I was like, I'm not stopping, at least in my program. So I did accept a student loan. I did take a small amount of money out in order to pay for my classes, so for that I just used a munchkin with some money to mark that. And then I RSVP'd for my 10-year party. So for those of you who might not know, I work at Disney, and as I just mentioned, that Disney pays for my schooling, and I've been there for 10 years, which is literally insane. It's wild. Actually, at this point, it's been 10 and a half years, and I was waiting for this once I finally hit my 10 years, but we get a party, or a service celebration, if you want to say it, for anyone who hits 10 years and above. So every 10, 15, 20, you get a party. And they shut down California Adventure for you, and you get a bunch of free food, you get free alcohol, you get to ride the rides, and it's a lot of fun. So on this day, I RSVP'd for my party because it actually already happened in real life. As I'm filming this voiceover, I've already gotten to experience it, and it was great, but I did RSVP for it on this day. So I used an Aurora from Papershire just because I thought she was cute and she matched the spread. And I messaged Meta again on this day because they were doing absolutely nothing, and I was like, Meta, let's go figure out your life. So I did message them again on this day, and I used a scribbler to mark that. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday was a Lunar New Year. I just used Mulan to mark the Lunar New Year because I didn't have anything of like I think it was the year of the snake. Is that what it was? I could be wrong on that. But I didn't have anything else really to mark it with, so I just used Mulan because she is from China. Obviously, she's Chinese, so I just used that. I mean, Lunar New Year is kind of, it's not just China. It's multiple cultures. But either way, I marked it anyway. And the Lunar New Year script is from Scribble Prince Co. Wow, I'm really far behind. Hold on. Let me catch up. I went to Target, so I used a Target Coffee Monsters Co. emoji and a shopping script from the foil bundle. I was in my feelings again today because I was having a rough time, so I used a sticker from a shop I don't purchase from anymore and a script from the foil bundle. I did read some more of Onyx Storm. I almost said Iron Flame. Onyx Storm, so I used another scribbler and another script from the foil bundle. And then I was up late because I couldn't sleep and also because I was reading, so I used a paper and milk a little Maru and an up late script from the foil bundle. Okay, we caught up. Moving on to Thursday. I did get Del Taco for breakfast because Del Taco breakfast sometimes just hits. So I used a taco from Scribble Prince Co. and the Del Taco script is a custom from my shop. And then I did have to get some new costumes. I had to get a new one for my everyday one just because it was starting to wear a little bit. And then I worked at the Marathon Expo for Disney, which is we have a marathon twice every year and they have a little section that I'm able to work. So I did work it. So I had to get a new costume for that. And I used a little folded shirts icon from Scribble Prince Co. And then I got my Facebook back. Woo! Woo! Like I said, I didn't even wait for them to message me. I just did it myself. So I finally got my Facebook back on this day. So I used a paper and milk Maru for that. This is yay because it's fitting. And then I did read some more. So I used a Once More with Love Munchkin. And the reading time is a really, 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 really old Scribble Prince Co. Script. It's J. Crew's handwriting. That's how old it is. But I had a couple of them that were in the rose gold that I was using with the spread. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to use it. So I did mark that. And then I did mark that I listed my Rascal Flatts ticket. When I bought Rascal Flatts tickets, I actually had to buy 3 of them because Ticketmaster sucks. And they force you to purchase 3 of them because you can't leave a seat unattended, which is so incredibly annoying. So when I bought it, I was like, you know what? It's fine. Let me just buy the tickets so that we can get tickets. And I'll go from there. I'll figure out if I need to sell it. If I don't, spoiler alert, ended up not being able to sell it. I actually potentially had a couple people that were gonna go, but then because it's in West Virginia, they couldn't. But I listed the ticket on this day to see if I could try to sell it, and I couldn't, but it's okay. But I just used a scribbler to mark that I listed the ticket on sale. And then moving on to Friday I had a discussion board like always, so I used a group project sticker from Once More with Love and a custom from my shop. And then I did mark the Marathon Expo, so I just used this little running munchkin because I figured it was kind of fitting for it. And then I watched some more Friends. So I believe that icon is from Papershire. I could be wrong, but I think it is. And the Friends script is from my shop. It's just a custom. Actually, it's not a custom. It's in my shop. My shop's not open, but it is from my shop. And then on the second half of Friday, I did mark El Pollo Loco because we got that for dinner. And the burrito icon is from Scribble Prince Co. and the script is from my shop. And then surprise, I read some more and I used a paper and milk Maru and the reading script is from my shop as well. And then I did have to submit a bunch of trades on this day, so I didn't have enough vacation time technically for my West Virginia trip. I only had enough for 1 day, but I needed 2 days at least. So they gave me a shift that I was going to be able to give away to someone else, which was really, really nice. So I had to give away 2 of those shifts. So I submitted those trades on this day. It took a total of 20 minutes for me to get rid of a shift, which was wild, but people are hurting for hours at work. But I used a little icon to mark submitting the trades, and then I didn't sleep again this night because, again, I was going through it and I had a lot of overthinking and a lot of spiraling. So I used a munchkin and a 0 sleep script from my shop. Moving on to Saturday. Saturday I did do Dunkin' again because my dad and I do Dunkin' every Saturday and Starbucks every Sunday. So I used a paper and milk coffee cup and the coffee run script is from the foil bundle. And then I did have a YouTube binge, so I used a paper and milk icon for that. And again, the script is from the foil bundle. And we did some grocery shopping, which is ordering groceries, and both the scribbler and the script are from Scribble Prince Co. On the second half of Saturday, I did mark that I had a lazy day, so I used a munchkin. Nope, that's not a munchkin. That's a grin and bear. No. Stick with Plan Co. sticker. There we go. It's like brain can't figure out what that is. And the lazy day script is from Kizzy's Creations. And then I did help cook dinner, and I used a scribbler and a cook dinner script from my shop. And then I did finish Onyx Storm on this day. I used another one of those dragons from the Game of Thrones stickers from Once More With Love, and I am going to put in Finish Onyx Storm like I do with most of my book stickers, but I just don't have it at the moment. I need to cut it. But I did finish Onyx Storm on this day, and then I did call Lauren. Actually, Lauren called me, who's my sister, because she finished Onyx Storm before me, and she was like, I need to talk to you about it. So I literally was on the phone with her for almost an hour and a half just talking about Onyx Storm at like midnight because we were trying to figure out explain all of our theories and everything. So I used another icon from Scribble Prince Co. to mark that. And then on Sunday I did upload. I used the same filming slate from Mandy James, and the upload script is from my shop. And then I slept in and used a scribbler and a script both from Scribble Prince Co. And we got some Starbucks again, and I used a paper and milk coffee cup, and the script is from the foil bundle. And then on the second half of Sunday, which you can't see because filming Lindsay's failing right now, she wasn't paying attention. I used another scribbler and another script from the foil bundle for marking folded laundry. And then my dad sent us in a group message not a bunch, but like a YouTube video that was old childhood videos of us. We used to go to a houseboat, and one of our old family friends had actually posted the video on YouTube, and it was like almost an hour and a half, and it was a bunch of old childhood videos, which was really, really cute. And I was only a couple months old in the videos, and I'm only in like a very, very small portion of it, but it was fun watching my siblings run around because my sister was 4, my brother was 6, so it was kind of fun watching them run around. But we watched old childhood videos on this day, and then I did make an SPC order, so I used a really, really old munchkin that used to come in the freebies from Scribble Prince Co. kits to mark that. And that is it for this spread. I'm out of breath because I feel like I planned this out really quickly because there was a lot of scripts, so I apologize if I was talking really fast. But here's everything that is left in the kits. I used a lot of it. Now that I use the date covers, I use a lot of the washi page, which is nice, but I'm not a big fan of the date covers. Actually, I like the new ones because they're smaller. But that is everything for the spread. Here's your little wiggle for you guys. She's very pretty. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Apologies for me talking so incredibly fast, but I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. Goodbye.